Hi, friends. Hi, welcome. Hi, hello. Welcome to our show. This is weekly immigration news with attorney Marina Shepelsky. I'm a New York-based immigration attorney and the founder of a big firm in New York called Shepelsky Law Group. We are a group of immigration attorneys and experts, and we help people from all over the world and all over the states. If you live in another state, we can certainly help you. We'll be happy to work on your case. We'll be happy to represent you, whether in court or in a paper case like VAWA or ASYLUM that starts out mostly on documents. And we'll be happy to work with you with any kind of an immigration, issue, problem, appeal, denial. If you are in a bad marriage to a U.S. citizen, we can help you with VAWA. If you're afraid to return to your country, we can help you with asylum. If you are here over 10 years and you have kids born here, we can help you with cancellation of removal. If you've been a victim of a crime, we can certainly help you with the U visa. We work with all those issues, and we do this weekly news show to talk about everything that has to do with immigration in the United States. So the biggest news today is that this week, the Democrat representatives introduced in the Congress, in the House of Representatives, a new amnesty bill. And basically, they decided to do it kind of in like a very simple way. There's already on the books a special law about immigration registry, right? I'm just looking up what the original law said because I haven't looked at it in a while. So basically, it was like a law that says if you're here for, I think, 20 years or more, you can get a green card just by filing to be registered as a green card holder. So if you can somehow hold on, not get arrested, not get deported, do nothing like that, and you're in the United States, under the old registry law, that hasn't been updated. I'm just looking that up for 36 actually years. Oh, and I found it. So the old registry said that an immigrant who arrived in the United States before January 1, 1972. Oh my God, not 20 years, but like I'm 45, I was born in 76. So this is even more, almost 50 years, actually 50 years. So if you've been in the country for 50 years, you can just register and get a green card. Okay, so obviously this is such a long time that at this point it helps almost nobody. So this week, the Democrat congressman introduced a bill to say we will update this particular law. This exists already, and we're going to update it to a much later date, not 1972 anymore, but 7 years from now. Okay, so if anybody has been in the United States for 7 years or more, they can now register and become legalized. I'm sorry. Also, they updated it from 1972 to 1986 under Reagan. So under Reagan, it went all the way to 1986, which is not 50 years, but 40 years. Still, it was a long, long time, and it was really not helpful for anybody. So now they want to change it and update it to be that if you are here for 7 years in the United States, you can qualify for a green card. We'll see how this goes. We'll see all the details that they will be adding to this, of course. But basically, this is the main point of this new update and law. It was kind of quiet. I was surprised to see more news about this, but no, not much. Not much has has been said in the news, other than this bill was introduced, and we will see what happens. Okay, so what else is new this week? We actually had a green card based on VAWA approved in our office in 5 months. We got a green card in the mail for somebody who was approved from when the date we filed VAWA to the approval was 5 months. So for our office, this was great news. I have never seen anything move this quickly in my life before. It's telling me that the VAWA unit is really trying to move things along and reduce their delays. All right. What else? Let's see. There's something that just came out that says the Supreme Court was going to weigh in on Biden and the president's authority to set immigration policy because some states sued him. And there was a denial of an appeal in a case. What happened was the Biden administration came to the Supreme Court of the United States on July 8 and asked the judges to temporarily block the ruling, throwing out the policy of the priorities in deportation, right? They said, can you put that on hold? And what happened was when Biden came to power, they said, we're going to set up priorities in who we're going to deport, and we're going to not deport certain people, and we're going to deport others, and we're going to basically halt a lot of deportations. And the states sued the Biden administration. The states, the red states, the conservative Republican states sued them and said, you know, you have to deport everybody. You can't pick and choose. And the one of the federal courts supported the states and said, right, that's right. The federal government, the president's office, should not be making these decisions. The decisions are for Congress to make, like into laws. It's not for the executive branch, the president's branch. And when this went to court, the Supreme Court did not allow the Biden administration to put this on hold. So it looks like it's staying right now. So it's remaining that they threw out these priorities. All right. So the Supreme Court is not going to let Biden implement that immigration policy of prioritizing who's getting deported. What else? That's in the news today. Let's see what USCIS news says today. Certain EB1 and EB2 green card petitions through work are going into premium processing. That's good. So now to speed things up, people who filed before July 1, 2021 in the E13 multinational executive and manager category or E21 national interest waiver petitions before July and August 2021 can now ask to be expedited and file for premium processing. New forms came out for the immigrant investor program. I talked about last week the new immigration citizenship ambassador initiative, that now there's the special ambassadors from nonprofit organizations that are basically representing the immigration in local communities and encouraging people to apply for green card and apply for US citizenship, and make sure if you have a green card to not wait around, but actually as soon as you're eligible after 5 years, apply for US citizenship. So that's in the news. Oh, the National Visa Center in July cleared out a lot of people. So they cleared out about 17,000 cases in the month of July, and the backlog, meaning the waits and the amounts of cases that were waiting by NVC to be processed, increased first, but then went down during the month of July. So that's really good. As of right now, the number of immigrant visa applicants whose cases are ready for interviews are 433, almost 434,000, and they're still not being interviewed. That means people are waiting for immigrant visas. They uploaded all their paperwork. They're ready. They did everything they were supposed to, but NVC is not sending them to the consulates and not doing anything. So that's still a lot of people. And the number of eligible immigrant visa applicants still pending the scheduling of an interview after July 2022 appointment scheduling was completed is 409,000. So a lot of people are just waiting with NVC. They're kind of slow, and it's really affecting people. It's creating problems in everybody's lives to wait this long. There is a way to expedite, but it's very, very hard to prove that you should be picked out from line of 409,000 people and be expedited. All right, that's all I had for the news this week. I'm glad to see people are watching and there's questions, so I'm going to start right on that. Nat Cole says, good morning, Marina. Congratulations on my wedding. Thank you so much. You deserve every happiness. You're such a kind person. Thank you so much for this show. I really appreciate that. Thank you for writing that. I wish that all of your good wishes would materialize into good energy and health for me. That's what I'm praying for. Do we do writs of mandamus? Yes, we do them. So call us if your case is truly eligible and has been delayed for too long, a lot more than reasonable. We can help. My phone number is on the bottom of the screen. It's 718-769-6352. At this point, we ask everybody to call our office and make a consultation, the old-fashioned way. Christofina says, my husband applied for our kids since 2018 as a permanent resident. So the husband is a permanent resident, green card holder. They transferred their case to another office and they have jurisdiction. Since then, we have not heard from USCIS and the kids are aging out. You should call them or make the online inquiry and explain the situation. Perhaps it will help. Mani Kumar always says hello, good morning. Akshay says hi. Akshay says good morning. Thank you so much. Yes, I answered. We do mandamus. Yes, we do handle the writs of mandamus. Give us a call. We'll be happy to help you, Alisana. Good morning, says Saint Eswar. The dream says very interesting. Oh, about the amnesty. Yeah, it is very interesting. Let's see what happens. Yes, yes. The dream is asking if VAWA was approved in my 5 months for a man. And actually, you know what's interesting? When we filed him, he didn't have a lot of paperwork yet. He was still gathering everything. So we did our best. We wrote a really good story. We put everything together. And we got his police clearance. Like, we basically hit all of the requirements, but we didn't have everything yet. So we sent it out. And we were even surprised ourselves that it was approved. So, you know, I think... I was saying to my secretary that maybe now when they see how organized everything is that we send in and they see our name, they know how good of a job we do. It's like almost an automatic clearance. I hope. I don't know if this is it, but Nat Cole says, my question this morning is I filed an I-370 and an I-485 together concurrently. He, W citizen, I got an approval I-360 since the month of April 22. Vermont says center has not transferred. Oh, so your VAWA was approved. I-360 VAWA was approved in April, but it hasn't been transferred to the local office. That's not that crazy. It should take another few months before your local office will get the VAWA file. And then Nat Cole says, I have filed for my son who is under 16 for his green card because he's derivative of my VAWA case since April, but I have received the receipt but I have not received the receipt notices as of yet. Could he possibly get his green card before mine? Well, I think that he probably will not receive before you because your case should go to the local office pretty soon. Since you did it, you were approved in April, it takes 6 to 9 months to go to the local office and be decided on the green card. Your son's case looks like you just filed it, or maybe you filed it in April. So his is going to take a little longer. You'll probably get it before him, but it's hard to say, honestly. Okay, Red Tango says, can someone who surrendered at the border and granted a parole receive an I-94? Eventually, if you win asylum, yes. Pedro Hernandez says, good morning, Marina. Will my juvenile record affect my VAWA? It's sealed and they have all misdemeanor. So you have to include it. As long as you don't lie about it in your VAWA, I think it will be okay. As long as you don't lie about it. If you're honest and you include, even though this is juvenile, and you should write a statement about that. You should explain that these were juvenile violations or crimes. They were sealed, and this was a long time ago. So that's fine. As long as you're honest about it, it's not going to be a problem. And the dream says, good job. Thank you. We're so happy. I did a TikTok with a dance. By the way, you guys, I have a TikTok account that's so incredibly large now. It's grown beyond anything I ever thought. I have 2 accounts that are really active, and I have like almost 41,000 followers on one and about 20 on the other. And I got invited in September to an immigration attorney conference. So it's a big conference where only lawyers for immigrants are coming to present about my TikTok marketing. So please check it out. I really work hard on it. I do like little dances and videos and news and really useful information every day, 2, 3 videos a day. So there's so much out there. Pedro says it's been over 6 years. For the juvenile records, Pedro. I got it. Yeah, as long as you're honest about it, it should be okay. And you explain what happened. Anira says, my mom and I came in the US back in 2000 on a tourist visa. I'm a US citizen and filed for adjustment of status for my mom now. I just want to ask, she wants to use her advanced parole. Is it safe? She has no criminal record. It is safe. If she has it in hand, her advanced parole, she's just fine to travel with it. Lipon says, good job. I know, thank you. VAWAs are a favorite kind of case because when the people come in, they're so stressed out. They're crying, they're abused. By the time we're done with them and they get their green card, I see completely different person in front of me. It makes me so happy. I can't even describe to you guys. And it's not just me. We have a great team. I'm like the brain and the strategy person, but they're the ones who work with the clients, who put all the paperwork together, who work on your story with you. You know, they do all the little, it seems like little things, but they work so well together. And of course, under my direction, but generally, when you work with us, you work with a couple of people at the same time. And it works really well. Our team is the best. I promise you, it's the best team. Afsan says, hi, can a person get a green card through marrying a green card holder with an EWI in court pending juvenile asylum with court and USCIS? Okay, there's a lot going on here. The person who is applying entered without inspection has a pending juvenile asylum case. If you get married, your asylum case is gone because you're no longer a juvenile if you get married. So you got to pick either, you know, I think you have to stick with your asylum. I don't think this marriage will help you much. But call us for a more detailed consultation. My number is on the bottom of the screen. It's a really complicated situation that you're describing. I hesitate to tell you what to do. But if you get married, it's going to knock you out of your juvenile asylum situation because you're not a child anymore, even if your age was frozen. Once you get married, that knocks you out. It completely ends your case. And with your spouse not being a US citizen and you came without a visa, it's going to be super hard to get anything through that marriage. You're better off to stick with your asylum case. I'm being honest with you. Greetings to you, darling, says Sasha. Hi, Sasha. Привет, как дела? Спасибо, что смотришь. Christofina says, if my husband becomes a citizen, will they still be affected? Our older son is 23, and the girl will be 21 in December. His N336 is approved, but since 4 months, we're still waiting. I'm worried about the kids. Oh, I see. This is the one who's waiting since 2018. Yes, if he's a citizen, it moves things along because then he has the immediate relative category available to him. All righty then. So we got through most of the questions that I see here. What else did I want to talk to you about, you guys? I always talk about cancellation of removal. Let me say a few words about that. People ask me about this all the time to clarify because it's a complicated way to legalize. And it's a long way to legalize. If you're in America over 10 years and you have a spouse or kids who are citizens or green card holders, in their interest, the court will forgive you and give you a green card if you can show that they cannot live here without you. They have health problems. For example, a citizen kid who has autism, and their dad is the one who takes them to the doctor and like helps physically restrain them when they have, their moments, and mom is working. So dad is necessary to this kid. Dad needs to be here for the kid to be, in good shape and thrive. Maybe there's no treatment for autism for this kid if you take him back to your country, if your country doesn't have great medicine. This is the kind of cases that win cancellation of removal green card from a judge in immigration court. We start by filing for asylum for you. When it gets to court, for most people, asylum has to be closed out, and we stay with the cancellation of removal case. We tell the judge, here is somebody who's here over 10 years, doesn't have arrests, moral person, pays taxes, kid needs them to be here. Kid has health problems or some other special needs. Do it for the children, do it for the spouse. Maybe the spouse is sick and has like a heart problem or depression or whatever. If you are needed here to take care of the US citizen family member, that's when you win cancellation of removal. All right, more people are saying hello, good morning. Okay, I think that's it for today. It is my oldest firstborn daughter's birthday today. She turned 18, y'all. It's a big day for us. My parents are going to come soon, and the whole family, we're going out for birthday brunch for her. She's 18, so of course she wants to be at night with her friends. They're going to go party. Hopefully they won't be drinking alcohol and not driving, but she's going to celebrate with her friends later, and the family and me very soon. They're all coming in half hour, so I got to wrap up here for you guys. I was thinking of not even doing a show today for all of you, but then I said to myself, you know what? I owe my followers, they watch for me every week, to do this, and I have a half hour in the morning. Actually, I just got a couple of questions, so before I go, I will answer them. Thank you for your patience. Well, Gemma says, can I return to the US with my tourist visa to study a non-academic training and change my status before starting my training and before my staying will finish? And how can I get a social? First, yes, you can if your school files for you. If your school sponsors you inside the United States, you can change your status from B1 to F1 or M1 student visa. As far as social, you got to apply for hardship work permit, and your school can sponsor you. Christophine says, thank you so much. Lilia says, hi, dear Marina. I have reached your office recently with a question. If I qualify for a green card in Section 13, see if you can do a consultation with us. It's hard for me to tell you like this off the top of my head. Thank you so much, Lilia, for calling. The phone number is on the bottom of the screen. You can check us out online. You also can leave your contact on our website, and we receive that right away, and we'll contact you to schedule a consultation. All our consultations are paid. They're not free, but we do a lot of free information stuff here on YouTube, on Facebook, in TikTok. Every day I do a few videos. So if you want to ask your questions, feel free, fill out the contact information on shepelskylaw.com. It's on the bottom of the screen, or call us at 718-769-6352. We have old-fashioned phones. We pick them up and we answer them, okay? And we schedule you for a consultation. So I look forward to seeing you next week, everyone. I'm going to go party, celebrate my first child's 18th birthday. She made me a mommy. That's super important to me, as I'm sure your kids are super important to you. Wishing for all of you to legalize, to be with your kids here in the United States. Family is number one. Health is number one. And we'll help you with everything else. We'll help you legalize and work here and become part of American society if you wish it. Bye-bye. Take care. Have a great weekend, everyone.